everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
To throw, it's Allen. Makes a quick catch. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Miller. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He shreds the tackle. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This one will be fair caught. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down. Running through the tackle. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Allen. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, second and forever, and this defense is, of course, expecting a pass, but give the play call a lot of credit here. Running the football, catching the defense off guard, a nice run, but really, I think it's more about breaking the tendency. Occasionally going with a play that the defense isn't expecting, and this one worked out very well for them. Picked up nice yards, but let's not forget, still have a lot of work to do here on 3rd down.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field, go for it on 4th down. We go with a direct snap. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff heading left. That's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period.
That's the end. 4 Alabama, 3 Penn State, 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And he knocks that one right through. And that will tie the game here.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Miller. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time. They're set now to try the PAT. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
To the air, it's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Grab behind the line. It's Penn. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
Back to their 11-yard line at 2nd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Baxter. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Looking for a gap. It's Miller. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it in 3rd and long and came up well short. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. punt, looking to improve field position here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Here's the second down play. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Miller. And he's brought down at the 16, would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they're moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Baxter. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And at first down, they go right back to him. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And that one is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with a pretty decent field position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense brings him down.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle by the tight end. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game in the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Back to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Williams.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Bringing it out, it's Miller. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. And the single back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Inside the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Fighting him off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got it near the end zone. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Second and goal for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tied. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Running running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 24, Alabama 17.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Handoff from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial third down play right here. We'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down one possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. A running play called on 4th down. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Baxter.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back's got it again. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides to set up at 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. DB's backing off from the line now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. And on this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. He hands it off from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Big throw caught on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's a handoff testing the middle. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball in his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. On the run, it's Miller. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a third stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to fourth and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that.